Alrighty. Well, welcome everybody. We've got quite the crew in here. I see you guys. Remember, like I said, you will be receiving tickets just for joining and participating. Every time that you participate, you can get a ticket. And we're going to talk about figurative language today. So what we have here are, hopefully you got a chance to read some of these guys. These are different examples of figurative language. So what is figurative language, you say? I shall tell you. If my PowerPoint loads. There we go. All right. So there are quite a few types of figurative language, but today we're just going to focus on 6 different types. All right. So the difference between figurative and literal language, literally, right? That literal language is exactly what you mean. So exactly as defined. The car is blue. Okay, that's just what it is. He caught the football. Oh, okay, that's nice. That's what he did. But figuratively, you have to kind of figure out what they're trying to say, what it means. So figurative language are different types. So for example, if somebody says, I've got your back, they don't literally, look at this cute little thing here. They don't literally have your back like in their possession. They mean that they'll, stick up for you. They'll be there for you. Chill out, Winston. You're a doll. You're not actually a doll, right? They just mean like you're sweet, you're nice. So that's figurative. Figures of speech. All right, let's start with simile. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. It's when you compare two unlike things using the words like or as. Some examples. The metal twisted like a ribbon. Or she is as sweet as candy. So I bolded like and as. One thing that you really want to pay attention to though, guys, it's very important. Just because you're using like or as in a sentence does not make it a simile necessarily. You have to be comparing those two unlike things. So I like pizza. I mean, who doesn't? But that's not a simile. You're just saying you like pizza. Get it? The moon is like a pizza would be a simile because you're comparing the moon to pizza. Metaphors are similar to similes. You're comparing two things, but you're not using like or as. You're just saying it is what it is. So all the world is it literally a stage? No, it's not. But you're comparing the world to a stage. All right? So let's skip through that one. I think you guys are pretty familiar with similes and metaphors. Do I have any questions yet about those two types of figurative language? If you have a question, since I can't see you, remember you can unmute your mic and ask your question. All right? Personification, we talked about this before, guys. Way back at the beginning of the year, we read 4 Skinny Trees. There was a lot of personification in 4 Skinny Trees. So it's giving something that's not a human traits. What's the key word here? What word do you see inside of personification? Anybody want to point that out? You can unmute your mic.
Person.
Elise and Bethany for the win. Good job, girls. Person. So that will help you remember that that's what that means. All right. So some examples. Don't you love this dog here? He's acting like a human. He's wearing clothes. The sunlight danced. What human trait is being given to sunlight? Dancing. The sunlight doesn't actually dance. Water on the lake shivers. Okay. Here we go. Now this one you might not have seen before. This is one that we haven't talked about. Hyperbole. I love saying that word. It's fun. Hyperbole. It's when you are exaggerating to show a strong feeling or effect. Exaggeration. You guys are middle schoolers. You do this all the time. You use hyperbole all the time and you don't even know it. I will love you forever. I'm exaggerating. Forever's a very long time. My house is 1,000,000 miles away, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm being so exaggerated. See what I mean? She'd kill me. No, she wouldn't actually kill you. Okay, that's hyperbole. Any questions about that? Anybody want to try and give me an example? Anybody? Ooh. Hush. That's okay. We will get into more examples in a little while. Give me 1 second. Hush. Sorry about that. Alliteration. This is a fun one. This is when you have the same letter in words right next to each other. Kind of like my name, right? The marvelous or the magnificent Mrs. McCann. MMM, you see? Sweet bird sang softly. You gotta take out that A, that's a typo. And lazy lizards are lying like lumps on a log in the leaves or whatever. All right, onomatopoeia is a fun one. Splat, pow, boom, bam. Any word that makes a sound. Bing, slam, pop, pow. All right, now we're gonna look at some examples. This is where I want you guys to participate. I can see who is talking, it lights up. So like I said, feel free to unmute your mic if you think you know what type of figurative language is being used here. He drew a line as straight as an arrow. Anybody?
Simile.
And that's Katie for the win. Very good. How'd you know that, Katie?
Because it's using as,
Exactly.
and it's comparing two things.
Wonderful. Love that answer. It was perfect. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right, what about this one? Knowledge is a kingdom, and all who learn are kings and queens. There might be two in here. Two different types of figurative language. Anybody? Oh, the quicker we get through this, the quicker we get to Kahoot.
Metaphor?
There is a metaphor. Yep, Katie. Knowledge is a kingdom. They're comparing knowledge to kingdom without using like or as. Very good. And we see a lot of K's in here next to each other. Knowledge, kingdom, kings. So do anybody remember what that's called? I'll remind you. It's called alliteration. Remember, alliteration. Marvelous, magnificent Mrs. McCann. MMMM. Alliteration. Alliteration station. Okay. Click. What do we have? An angry sun here. The sun was beating down on me. Do suns actually beat back? Ooh, who said it? Go ahead.
Personification.
Yep. Who is that? Katie again? Killing it.
Yes.
Good job, Katie. All right, we'll look at like two more and then we'll go to we got time. We still have like 12 minutes, plenty of time. Okay, a flag wags like a fish hook there in the sky. What do we have here? A flag wags. Simile. And that's because they're comparing using the word like. Very good. Oh, wait, no, don't go away. Come back. Oh, okay, this one's fun. I'd rather take baths with a man-eating shark or wrestle a lion alone in the dark, eat spinach and liver, pet 10 porcupines, where'd you go? Then tackle the homework my teacher assigns. Okay, remember the one that I said you guys use a lot, exaggeration? Anybody remember what that's called? It's a fun word to say.
Hyperbole.
Yes, hyperbole. Good job. You are on a roll. All right, let's see. I'm gonna skip that one. Here we go. Splat. What's that called?
Onomatopoeia.
Yes, Bethany. And I saw Katie was gonna say it again too. Good job. Onomatopoeia is also a very fun one to say. Do you agree? I think you guys are killing these. Oh, I could sleep forever. What is that?
Hyperbole.
Mm-hmm.
Exaggeration.
Yep. Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Good job. Yeah, exaggeration, which is hyperbole. Very good. Okay. Neo, I think we're really good with identifying these. So I just want to explain to you what the assignment that goes with figurative language is going to be. So we looked up some song lyrics from popular songs and that had different examples. So you're going to be identifying the figurative language. And then at the end, you're also going to be picking your own song, like your favorite song, and identifying some figurative language from your own music that you like. And that will also I'm kind of doing that on purpose because it's going to introduce me to new music that maybe I've never heard before. You know, I'm bored here in the house. I got to listen to new music. So that will be your assignment due Sunday. And then next week, you will have something with figurative language that goes along with the giver. So speaking of the giver, you guys should have read 14, 15, and 16 this week. I did 3 just because 15 was super short. So hopefully you have your devices ready, or you can minimize your browser and put it next to Teams so you can see both screens, because I am about to share my screen to start Kahoot with you guys. Any questions about work or anything in general while I'm pulling this up? Nothing? Nada? Alrighty. Okay, guys. Can you see Kahoot? Can I get someone to verify that you can see Kahoot for me?
I can.
Wonderful. Thank you. Now remember, with Kahoot, as always, we are first place 3 tickets. Second place is 2 tickets. And third place is 1. And you guys can sign up now. There is your code. Remember to use your actual name so I can give you credit. So as you're joining, you want to use your real name as your thing. Zoe's in the house. Riley's in the house. Like that emoji, Bethany. Very happy.
Thanks.
I'm gonna give you 45 more seconds to join. Who's this rat person? Claire 2. Who's that? You can't get
The
credit.
letters are my last name.
Oh, wait. Elise? That
Yeah.
you? Okay. You with your crazy names. All right. 16 more seconds to join. We got 7 players. Plenty of chance to win the game. 9 more seconds. Ooh, who's that? Who's V? Or I don't know what that is. All right, we're gonna start. Anybody almost in, trying to get in? Stop me now. All right, here we go. Oh, Santiago. Hey, Santiago. Here we go. How does Jonas quiet Gabriel when he won't sleep? Wonderful. Most of you guys got it, and that is correct. Giving him a memory. He wanted to transmit, I believe, the memory of the elephant, because that is Gabriel's comfort object. So he wanted to share that with him. Very sweet. Bethany's in the lead. What is the memory the giver gives to Jonas in chapter 15 that is so terrible? Whoops. Warfare. It was very traumatizing for Jonas to receive that memory. It was a memory of being at war. And if you tune in next week to my recorded lesson on Monday, I'm going to be showing a few clips from The Giver, just because we can't really show the whole movies, like copyright issues. So I found some good clips on YouTube that I can show you in my recorded lesson on Monday. All right, Zoe in the lead. Which memory is the giver's favorite memory? So the giver, not Jonas, the giver. It was a family together during a holiday, a sweet memory of a family together during the holidays. Zoe's still in the lead, but Amanda has a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. What is the emotion associated with the giver's favorite memory? Happiness, peace, accomplishment, or love? The emotion.
Dang it, I think I clicked the wrong one on accident.
It happens.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong one too.
That's all right. We need to go. We still have like 4 minutes. It is love, the loving family together on the holidays. Zoe's in the lead, but Riley has the highest answer streak of 4. Good job, Riley. When Jonas asks his parents if they love him, they responded by saying, love is an imprecise word, Jonas. Remember, precision of language is one of their things. So no hyperbole in the giver universe. They cannot exaggerate whatsoever. All right, Bethany has a streak with 5 correct answers. Zoe's still in the lead. Good job, girls. All right, what did Jonas decide to do at the end of chapter 16? Yeah, he stopped taking his daily pill. So but he hid it. He did not tell anybody because you're not supposed to do that. So he stopped taking his pill. We'll find out what happens in the next coming chapters. Zoe has a streak. 6 correct answers in a row, killing it. Which word describes the giver at the end of chapter 15? So the giver, not Jonah. Apologetic. Oh, nobody got that one. Apologetic means like he feels bad. He feels sorry. So he feels terrible because he's starting to give Jonas these horrible memories now, these painful memories. So he feels bad about that he's having to transfer them over. Tough round. Tough round. It's okay. It happens. All right. Which of Jonas's rules was added after the failure? Failure from the old receiver. Yep, you may not apply for release anymore because the old receiver of memory applied for release. Remember what happened when that? All the memories were released into the community. Now we are just about out of time, so unfortunately, guys, We're going to call it like it stands right now. And Zoe, you got 3 tickets. Bethany, you got 2. Riley, you got 1. Everybody else, just for participating, you know you got your tickets. I'm so glad that you came. Let me unshare my screen and say bye to y'all. And guess what? The sun is coming out. So now you can go outside and enjoy this beautiful day. Stop raining. All right, you guys have any questions for me before I sign off? Nobody, nope. All right, well, bye.
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 Adios. Hasta luego.